All right, so welcome to day three, if I'm not mistaken, on a WordPress beginner to pro web design class. And yesterday, we had to stop at a point because we needed our SSL certificate to be fully integrated. And for you to be sure if it's integrated or not, you're either going to be using this part of it called SSL and TLS, or you can use this one here. So when we check, we'll come down here. In case you also want to probably install a new SSL on your website, you come to this manage SSL sites, click on it, and then you can see here indicates that it's installed and easily uninstall. So it is installed. So with that taken care of, we'll return to our Softaculous. Remember, Softaculous is the software inside our control panel that we use for the installation and management of our website. And since we are using WordPress, Softaculous is what we use to manage installations, uninstallations, removal, and total management of anything that has to do with website inside our host cPanel. That's a control panel. So here you can see the media dude is now installed. Remember the process we went through yesterday. Click on install, select the domain. I have to select this one, http www, and then the installation run through, but it couldn't open because our SSL needed to integrate fully. Remember, we are doing this website from scratch, so we are building everything from scratch. So now that I am sure that my website has been installed, I have clicked on my Softaculous. I'll just come here and click on login. So in case you don't remember the username or password you use in creating your website, your WordPress installation, simply come to manage users, select the user you created, and then you can also update the password, save it, and then you can use that to log in. But in this case now, once I click on login, it takes me straight to the back end, which is called the dashboard. Now you can see your welcome message. Now this is the dashboard, but if you want to see how the website looks, you can come here, this top here, where my mouse is zoom that in a little. So when I come here and click on visit website, I right click and open a new tab. Once I come here, you can see the website. So already our website is live. Now understand one thing, WordPress functions through how am I going to put it? A short form called WYSWYG. What you see is what you get. Yes, so as you are making these updates, you are seeing them live. That's how it works. So you can see we're just having the hello world, just like a blog post. So it starts with a blog post. Now the first thing we need to do, or how I usually do mine, is this. I will dismiss this, and dismiss this, and then you can just have some random information, um, like your most recent activities, WordPress news, in case you want to put a post fast, or you want to see the health information of your website. This is what this dashboard does. So anything you are going to be doing that will be reflected in front at the front end of your website will be done here. Now, WordPress uses what we call majorly themes and plugins. Themes, they are just like the structural nature of your website. So, for instance, if I want to build a website that has to do with real estate, all I just need to do is I can either get a free theme from WordPress directly, or already have a premium theme that I will install. But in this case, let's go through the WordPress and understand the environment better. Now, for me, the first thing I will do is I don't want to see all this information, they're not necessary. So what I'll just do, I'll come here to this part that say screen options. I'll click down the drop down menu, remove, uncheck this at a glance, activity, quick drafts, WordPress themes. I don't need them. You can leave them if you want to, but they're not of any relevance or importance. So I'm going to close that down. So you now see I'm having a cleaner dashboard. So first thing first, what we are going to do is let us see how we can actually change the title. See, on the title we have hello world. That was this blog I opened. But you can see the title is the Media Do Portfolio website. So in case I want to change this to something else, I want to change this something else. In my dashboard, I will come to first thing first, settings. I'll come to what? General. Now when that opens, you can see the information here. The Media Do Portfolio website. I can just change this to probably maybe the media do your one stop for media services. So that I can just change it to anything I want. If I have a logo available, which I do, I'll just click choose a site icon. Now, this is different from your logo. Now, take for instance, you can see this host company, the name chip. You can see this, their symbol, the icon here is here on the title header. On the title here, um, this icon here is called a favicon. It's called a favicon. If I open other website, you notice that they have this. Now, it is, how am I going to put this? It's just something that symbolizes that you are on your website, on your particular website. It also helps with search engine optimization. So that favicon distinguishes a website from another. So now I have a favicon. Now understand this, a favicon is not like a logo. This, for instance, is a logo. But whatever appears at this header is called a favicon. Now, if I should add a logo to this platform, it means here is going to change from this title to that logo. But if I wanted to have a logo and a title, you can also do that. So we'll get to that very soon. All right. So I have changed this. I'm going to select a site icon, which I'm going to click. Select. Now I have it saved in a folder from my graphics folder, the media build folder, and I'm going to be using the one with this blue. Then it's going to upload. It's as easy as that. So we'll wait for some time for it to fully get uploaded. Once it uploads, this part of it will become highlighted, and then we can select it or set it as our site icon. Alright, so here we go. You can see our logo has been, or our favicon has been activated or uploaded. So I'm going to set as site icon. Here, sometimes if it is too big, it will ask you to uh, crop it. But in this case, I don't think I need to copy. I'll just click on that and then upload. There are no more change. Now you can see this now, it reflects. I'm going to refresh the page later on, but first thing first, let's save. Now, in case you want people to be registering on your website, maybe you are creating a membership website, you can actually select this, anyone can register, and give them the role of a subscriber or a student. Now, these are advanced settings, which means we have to create a role called a student role. But for now, let's just save this. I'm going to leave this unchecked if anyone can register. Then I will save. Now, immediately that is saved, you can see right here, the favicon is now showing. If I should refresh the home page, you can also see it here. It is also showing. Good. So that first step has been taken care of. Secondly, we need to change the links called permalinks. We need to change the links. It is very important, mostly for blog and ranking. Permalinks need to be changed. Now, let us go there first, and then you understand what I mean. Now, from the same general settings, from the same settings, we've dealt with the general setting. Now we are going to permalinks. I'm going to click on that. Now this is the permalink. Now, what the first permalink structure that was selected means that, take for instance, I post an article, maybe how students can gain scholarship. Now, you will discover that on the URL, on the address here, for instance, okay, let's take this hello world. Now, on the address, you can see it has the date, the year, the month, and the day before the title of this news. That is what it simply means, that you are using the day and the name. So it shows you the name of the website, shows you the year the article was published, the month, and then the day, and then gives you the title of the article. Now, most times that is not usually important, but it makes the URL become either too long, and sometimes it's usually very difficult for Google to index. So the best and most used option is the post name. What the post name does is that it just gives you the URL and then the extension of the news. And that's it. So let's save this. So here we had the domain name, the year, the month, the day, and then the title of your blog post. But in this case, when I click, you can see it just has the name of the website and then the title of the post, and that's it. Now, you can see here also the title will changed in the general option is reflected here. So we are good to go. So with these two things done, we can move to the next step. We'll come back to these things later on, but the next step is one of the most vital parts of this training. Now, remember I said themes are the structures that your website will carry, or theme just gives you the look, the beauty, the functionality of your website. So if you want people to know that your website is an educational platform, it means you need to either use a theme or construct a theme that reflects education. You cannot use a design of real estate for an education website. So themes are just the structure, the design, the concept of your website. That structure you want people to see, those functions you want your website to have is determined by your theme and then your plugins. Now, plugins are like extensions. They are programs that give your website extra features. Maybe you want people to, when they visit your website, later they visit, for instance, I go to the home page and you want them to be able to have a pop-up that tells them subscribe to my website. With a plugin, you can do that, but we're taking the steps one by one. So the next step we're going to be taking is the installing a theme. To do that, we come right here. Without clicking, you can see we have a flyout that shows themes and editor. Now this editor, we are going to deal with it in a deeper advanced class, but for now, let's do with the theme. So I click on themes. Now you can see we have three already installed themes, but the most active one now, the active one is this one, this 2025. We have the 2024. Now, these are default themes that come with your WordPress installation. Automatically join your installation file. And then, if you want to add a new one, and just click on this plus that says add theme. And voila, here we are. So you can see different types of themes here. One of the most used and most responsive theme that a lot of people use is the Astra. Now I'm going to show you why. Astra is a theme that comes with default information like home page, about, services, contact. It comes with it already installed, embed. So once you install it, you'll be able to have this information automatically available for you. So simple. I am going to be using this theme, but I already have a premium theme that I want to use for this website. But let's start with the one available because some of us might not have the funds to buy a premium theme, but you can actually use a free theme and still achieve the same thing. So I'm going to click on install and wait for that to install. Now, once it finishes the installation, it does not make any change here yet. So we now need to do what's called activate. Now, when you activate this theme, automatically, I'm going to show you a slight difference here. Let me refresh this. Now you can see our blog post is now restructured. So we're going to start with, let's get started with starter theme templates. So this theme is installed. You can see the one that was active before. So even if you have 2, 3, 4 themes in one website, which is not advisable, you can always switch the theme by just activating the one you have available. Funny enough, you can even use two different themes on the same website by switching the functionality. So take for instance, you want your home page look to be different from your service page. You can use a theme switcher to change that, but that's not what we want to do. So the first thing we're going to do with this theme is we're going to get started with the template. So it's going to activate templates for us. And then once that is done, we can build with AI or we build with template. This is one I love using, so I just click on build the template. Now, WordPress has what we call um, page builders. They are, in a simple term, they're like your structure designer. They're like the building block. So the builder we are going to be using today is Elementor. We have other kind of builder, but Elementor has a lot of functionality. So forget about this block editor. We are using Elementor. Elementor is an amazing website builder. You can use it to build your website. You can use it to customize the look. You can use it to customize the structure and the function of your website effectively. So now it is now synchronizing all the pages that uses Elementor because different page structures and builders come with their template. A template built with Elementor cannot be edited with um, a WordPress editor. You can't. So that is one of the things. Now we have samples of themes here. We can actually search for professional themes, let's say photography, consultant, interior design, web designer. So let's use the option of the web designer. Uh, let's close this. Now, some of the samples we have here, we have the premium and we have the free ones. So let's look for one free one we're going to be using. Um, let's see. Okay, so let's try this one out. Here we'll be getting the preview of the website. We're going to be getting whatever we are doing here will be reflecting here, and then we can easily edit. Now watch what happens here. Let's be sure our changes are taking effect. Not yet, because we haven't fully customized this. So you now see how this design looks. That's the kind of designs. So here, the first thing it asks us to do is to upload our logo such as this one, our logo that will replace this name with our logo icon. So we are going to that. I'll click on upload logo. I can still use this one I uploaded before as my logo. I select and automatically you can see it is here. I can adjust the width and the height of my logo easily. So I will make this 85. 85. Okay. So good. And then what kind of color concept do I want to have on my website? Now, this color concept, this is a lemon green to a lighter shade of green. And that is what we're having here in the menu and these icons. You can see that lemon green. If I change this to this orange, you can see that too. Back to this, you can see that. So these are the easy way of changing the color. Like I said, we can always come back to this. We can always come back to it. So I will just continue. Now, if it asks you extra plugins you want to install, maybe you want people to chat with you on the website, you want to be selling products and services, well, for now, we're not going to be using that. But the ones I'm going to be checking, let's check this rich chat and then our contact form. Now the contact form is already installed automatically. And then the page builder is just what we installed now, which is the Elementor. So we'll continue. Then it says, tell us about yourself. First name, email. I am a beginner. So let's say you're a beginner. I am building website for myself or my client. So for now, for myself, then I will say my name is Israel. My email address is the media at gmail.com. And then now this will overwrite your existing whatever. We'll just do check. We'll check it and then we'll submit and build my website. Now automatically it is installing both the theme that we selected and the plugins. Now what I mean by the plugin is like the chat plugin, the contact form plugin, and any other, and then the Elementor plugin. So it is just installing them, and at the same time you can see Elementor has been activated, WP form has been activated. uh, it is also at the same time building the pages, the blog post, the menu of your website automatically. This is the beauty about Teams, and this is also the beauty about building with WordPress. It is a fast process of building your website. So you can see here the website is ready. The website is ready and it took 47 seconds to build. So we can just click on this view your website, or we can just refresh this page. And voila, our website is ready. So you can see with this you can start editing your website. So the first approach to building our website has been done. So remember a quick recap. I'm going to visit our dashboard now. So in this case, we are working with pre-existing themes, which is the Astra. Astra has both premium and freemium templates or themes and plugins, and also the templates come either as free, like this one we used here, and as paid. Now, remember what we just done here is simple. It was very simple. When we came into our dashboard, we went straight to our themes, just trying to run a quick review of what we've done so far. So now you notice that in this dashboard now we're having new uh, menus here. Now it is because of the plugins that we've installed. Those are the plugins that our team helped us to install. So you can actually drag this and change the position Now, I have made mention of installing a theme, which is this. Come to the theme menu here. So then we clicked on themes. Then we added a new theme, which is add theme. Now, when we do that, we had the option of installing our current theme, which is the Astra. After that, we just activated, and then the theme on its own started running automatically. That's the beauty. Started running automatically for us, and then once it was done, we are having this amazing website available. So this is the second part, and let me just run a quick have a quick rundown of our plugins. Now remember I said that plugins are very important. If you want to use WordPress very well, plugins are very, very important because they help to expand the functionality of your website. Yeah. So if I want to probably add a payment system, I need a payment plugin. If I want to add probably a Zoom extension or functionality on my website, it means I need to use um, a Zoom plugin. So these are the importance of plugins. Now, for you to be able to access the plugins on your website, simply come to this menu here. You can see plugins. Let's zoom in a little. You can see plugins here. The first option is to view the plugins already available. So I'll click on install plugins. Then you can easily see the default plugins. Yeah, the default plugins that actually came with the website when you first installed your Softaculous. So there are default plugins like this, Akismet, Hello Daddy. Now, these are not activated because you activate them yourself. And then these other plugins are the ones that the Astra team helped us to install. Now, it installed them because automatically the team was structured in a way that it avails plugins that will help it function properly for your website. So I'm going to delete these ones. These that are not yet activated, I'll delete them. Now the loginizer, remember I mentioned about the loginizer. It is that plugin that helps you to fight brute attack. When I mean brute attack, brute force attack is when people are trying to log into your website, maybe trying to hack it, and then they try several passwords. With a loginizer, you'll be able to manage the number of time anyone can try to brute force to use brute force to attack your website. So that is why this loginizer is here, which we can customize, but we're not going to be doing that now. Now, there's something I'm going to do here, and that is we are going back to this theme. Before then, now, like I said, I have a premium theme which I want to use for my design. I have a premium theme. So I'm quickly going to run through that and then show you how we can install a premium theme. But before that, all these plugins that came with this Astra theme, I'm going to disable them. I'm going to deactivate them. So simply I just select and select all. In case you don't want to deactivate any of them, just uncheck that particular one. Like the Elementor, I don't think I will need to deactivate. So I will just select from the drop down, deactivate, apply. Okay, I wouldn't know why this happened, but it's not an issue. We're going to close that tab, come to our home page here, move our mouse right here, where it has the media loop at the top. Then we just click and open the dashboard. Now we are back to the dashboard. Now I'm going to see these plugins again, see the ones that refuse to get deactivated, and I'm going to deactivate them one by one. So, but first, let's install my own premium theme. So I'm going to go here, themes, then add theme. Now this time around, we are not using the one they have built us. We're going to be using the one, like I said, I have on my system. So I'll click on upload. You see, our window opens in. You can either drag and drop your theme or just click choose file. Okay, so that should be in this folder I name website template. And the one I want to be using is this one, next zero. I'm going to click on that and I will click open. Once it shows that it is attached, I hit on install now. So give that some few moments for it to get installed. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why this is taking time, so I'll be doing this quickly here. Now, another quick way you can install themes or templates is using control panel. So we use our file manager in our control panel, which I'm quickly going to show you how. Once you come to your control panel, you see file manager. Click that and it opens in another window. Now, once that happens, watch this carefully. Now you will notice the folder for the media loop. You double click that, come to WP content, double click open, then themes. Then you double click that and open. Now, okay, this is finally ready. So that this is ready does not mean it has affected our design here. No, it hasn't. So I will just click on activate. Now, if that wasn't available, now I'm going to quickly come back to my themes. I've not activated it yet. So watch this. For everything I don't want to use, like all these themes, they're not going to be used. Now it is advisable to remove them, delete them from your host. It's very easy. I'm using a file manager or file organizer. I can easily do this from here. But one of the fastest and easiest ways to come to your control panel, uh, file manager, and then I select those particular themes. This, this, and this. Then I click on delete. I skip trash. I don't want them to be stored in my trash because if you delete a theme, for instance, from your file manager in your control panel, somehow it stores them in your trash in case you have plans of restoring them. But in this case, I don't need them, so I'm just going to confirm the delete. And once that is done, I should refresh this theme page on my dashboard. You can see we have just these two themes. This is one of the reasons why no one has to have access to your control panel, because with that they can mess up or change a lot of information about your website. Please So now I will go back to my plugins, pick one before I continue with this. And I'm still trying to see if I can delete the ones I don't need. But okay, let's do this. Now in my file manager, I will move a level up. It takes me back to, remember when we came to the home, we clicked on the folder of that particular website, which is this. In case you don't see it there, it means it will be in your public HTML folder like this. This one now is here. But for this, we have it here. It's having its own folder. Now, anyone that is inside here, that is your public domain. That is the, since I'm having more than one website hosted on this control panel, the primary domain will be the one you will find here. So these ones are add-ons. So that's the reason. So now remember, we opened the files folder, the website folder, come to WP content, then we come to plugins now. Now I want to take off or take out all these plugins or the ones I don't need. So I'm going to start with this, scroll down to the last, then I've selected all, then I delete, and then I also skip. Now with that done, when we refresh our plugins, notice that yes, you get this because they are all out. There are no plugins. So we go back to our themes, and then we activate this plugin. Remember we were using this before, but now we activate this theme, sorry. Activate that, and then it asks us to install. Now, understand this. This Nextgeo plugin needs you to activate, or in case you are using the free. Nextgeo is a premium theme, so automatically it will want you to put a key or activation code, which in my own I am going to install first. But it tells you in order to continue, please install and activate TeamRex add-ons plugin. It has installed that this particular plugin. It is very much needed for the proper function of this theme on your website. Remember, we've not refreshed this, so yes, this will still be showing. Okay, so I activate. Immediately that is activated, they want us to put my information here, but I'm not going to do that for now. But you can see that each team come with their own request, with their own plugins, with their own template. So that is just so the is one of the ways of installing your own theme is by either using the control panel. The control panel, simply click on your file manager. Once the file manager opens, click on the directory or the folder that contains that particular website information. So here, in this case, is the media do. We're using WordPress, so we have all these WP folders and extensions. So we click on content, then we use plug themes, and then here you can easily drag and drop our themes. Now, let me do that here. Remember, I've installed this theme here. Let's go back to the themes. Remember, for this Nextgeo, I installed it from the WordPress dashboard, which is by using this add theme. But in this case, I'm going to be using the file manager in my control panel. So I'll just click on upload. It opens another window. I'll click on select, and then I'll go to that my website template, and then this time I'm using Teams. Now we have another one here I call Avas. I click that, open, and then it starts uploading. This theme is about 10 megabytes. So I'm going to give it some time to upload fully. And once it uploads, we'll return back to the video. Thank you. Okay, so while we are here, you can see the theme has been uploaded. And then we're just going to click here, back to the directory, click there, and then it takes us to the directory. And then you can see we now have the Avas theme as a zip file. Don't worry about that. If you should come to your teams here, you're not going to be seeing it. You're not going to be seeing it. Let's come here, teams. You're not going to be seeing it because it's still in zip file. So we have to unzip. So what we need to do is come to the theme, you right click and do what's called extract. Just click extract and that's it. So if you extract it to this directory or to this folder, so you now see we now have Avas here, right here. For that reason, I'm going to take out this Astra, which I'm not using. I'm going to delete that. Then when we come back to our theme menu in our dashboard, notice that we have the Nextgeo and the Avas. So I'm going to activate that now. Then this item here is not needed. It's not needed. Then I'm also going to delete the zip file. I am doing this because I want to make sure that I'm not having uh, memories that are not useful stored on the website. I want my website to be very free. So this particular one I have installed. Since it's a premium one, it comes with its license automatically activated. So we should go to, okay, so once you open this once you install this particular theme, this Avast theme, now it asks you to manage plugins. You just click on that, so it opens this first welcome window and then shows you the two things it wants you to install, which are the Avast Core and one-click demo import. Then you're going to be seeing the importance of this one-click demo import. It's not valid. Okay, let's try this once more. Done. Then install this one. Okay, now that is done. Sometimes that happens, you just need to install them one by one. Then the next thing now it tells you is to import the demo. So demo are just the different designs this theme has, or that those different concepts that this theme came with. So you can just easily, you can even preview them before you choose the one you feel you are or is going to work for you. So let's look at this design agency. Let's preview this demo. So you can see this beautiful template. This beautiful template. And let's check out another one. Let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, let's see this. And then let's also see So this theme gives you the option to choose different kind of themes. It is a premium theme, remember. So all these are fully integrated right into your theme. All you just need to do is choose the one you want and you're good to go. This is another one. Here's a portfolio, and this is another one for a creative agency. And then shows you the most recent project, and wow. So, well, you, it is now left for you to know the one you want to use, you think will serve the purpose. The most important thing is that you have this thing and you can always use it, change it anyhow you want. So for me, I'm going to go with this one, this designer, um, which is, where is, where is it? This one there. So we're going to do import demo. And remember how our website is or was before. You can see it is actually showing us this thing, this uh, logo here, and then just default blog post. So it asks us to install Elementor and contact form, continue and import. It's going to install. Remember we had to delete the previous Elementor. So now it's importing our content. And now let's see, it tells us import complete. So let's be sure. Simply go click and wow, there we have it. So you can see today I've been able to take you through how you can install a theme on the website using the free theme installer availed you by your WordPress from your dashboard, and also showed you how you can also install a theme you already have available, either your premium theme or your own customized theme. So this is where this class is going to end. I really want to thank you for giving out your time to learn, and please subscribe if you're a new person. Subscribe, share, like, comment, please, to help me grow this channel. Until we meet again next time, I remain your host, Israel Godson, and hopefully we're going to be having a wonderful time next time. Thank you and bye.